Have you ever noticed those stubborn dark spots popping up on your hands or face, making you feel a bit older than you are? It's something many of us try to ignore or cover up, but deep down, it can weigh on our confidence. I've been there too, wondering if there's any gentle, effective way to brighten my skin without spending a fortune on creams that barely work. It's frustrating when you feel like you've tried everything, yet those age spots just won't fade. I remember my neighbor Janet, a sweet woman in her late 60s, who used to joke about the Arizona sun's autograph on her skin. We laughed, but we both knew how those marks made social gatherings a little less fun. The good news is that you don't have to accept these spots as permanent or hide behind layers of makeup. There's a simple, natural remedy you can try right at home that's helped seniors all across America wake up to clearer, more even-toned skin. This isn't about expensive treatments or harsh chemicals. It's about a castor oil paste with one secret ingredient that transforms how your skin absorbs healing nutrients, fading those spots gently but effectively. Imagine regaining your skin's natural glow without complicated routines. What if the solution has been sitting in your kitchen all along? You deserve to look and feel your best, no matter your age. What's the biggest skin concern you wish you could improve? Share your thoughts below. Let's support each other on this journey. Most of us have a quiet moment when we catch our reflection in the bathroom mirror or while reaching for a cup of coffee and notice a scattering of small, dark spots across the back of our hands, our cheeks, or the bridge of our nose. Maybe you even run your finger over one and think, when did you show up? The thing about age spots, sometimes called liver spots or sunspots, is that they rarely announce their arrival. Instead, they gather quietly, like old friends slipping in through the back door, slowly turning up until one day you can't help but notice them. This experience is especially familiar to those of us over 65. You might remember a time when your skin looked smooth and even, years before those brown, gray, or black spots became part of your daily routine. But why do these spots seem to multiply so rapidly after the age of 50? The answer, as it turns out, is tied to a subtle but powerful set of changes taking place beneath the surface of our skin. Changes that most people don't see, and many never even hear about. Let's start at the beginning. Deep within your skin are specialized cells called melanocytes. These cells have a unique and important job. They produce melanin, the pigment that gives our skin, hair, and eyes their color. Melanin is like nature's sunscreen. It absorbs harmful ultraviolet UV rays from the sun, protecting our skin cells from DNA damage. When you were younger, your melanocytes worked with perfect rhythm. They would respond to a day in the sun by making a little more melanin, giving you a tan that faded evenly as the days went by. Your skin seemed to bounce back from every adventure, no matter how many hours you spent gardening, golfing, or walking your dog. But after 50, something changes. The body's ability to regulate and distribute melanin starts to slow down, not unlike a clock losing a bit of time with each passing year. Years and decades of sun exposure, whether from summer afternoons spent outside, walks on the beach, or even just light streaming through your living room window, begin to catch up with us. The very pigment that once protected our skin starts to gather in little patches, rather than spreading out evenly as it used to. Melanocytes, once efficient and organized, now become a bit more erratic in their behavior. Instead of producing melanin in balanced amounts and spreading it smoothly across the skin's surface, these cells start to clump together. Over time, melanin gets deposited in concentrated areas, forming those familiar flat, round, and often slightly raised spots we call age spots. The result is a patchwork of color on the skin, little reminders of every sunny afternoon, every walk in the park, and every careless day without sunscreen. For many, this process feels almost like a betrayal. After all, you spent years enjoying life, not realizing the slow accumulation of damage beneath your skin's surface. And it's not just the sun that does it. Our skin's ability to repair itself weakens as we age. When you're young, your skin heals quickly after sun exposure, repairing minor damage almost overnight. But as the decades pass, that healing process slows down significantly. The repair crews that used to keep your skin in top shape become sluggish, allowing small injuries and accumulations of pigment to linger, grow, and deepen. In your 20s, your skin could completely renew itself in as little as 28 days. This rapid cell turnover kept your complexion fresh and clear, as new, healthy skin cells continually replaced the older ones. But by the time you reach your 60s and beyond, that process slows to a crawl, sometimes taking as long as 84 days for your skin to turn over a full new layer. Think about that. What once took less than a month can now take nearly 3. This means any damage, including melanin clumps from sun exposure or aging, has far more time to settle in and show itself as a dark spot. For seniors, this is why age spots seem to pop up faster and stick around longer. It isn't just the natural passage of time, it's the slowing of the body's own renewal and repair processes. Each birthday marks another year of life's beauty, but it also marks another year when your skin can't quite keep up with the daily wear and tear. The process is so gradual, so understated, that many don't notice the shift until they look back at old photographs and realize just how much their skin has changed. But the story of age spots isn't all about the past. It's also about what's happening right now, how even ordinary routines and habits can either help prevent new spots from forming or quietly contribute to their spread. One of the biggest surprises for many people is learning that you don't need to spend hours outside to collect sun damage. UVA and UVB rays pass through windows, and regular exposure, even if it's just sitting in your favorite chair by a sunny window, reading, or enjoying breakfast, adds up over the years. Ruth, a 67-year-old retiree from Florida, found this out the hard way. She prided herself on always wearing sunscreen before heading out for her morning walks. Yet new spots kept appearing on her cheeks and hands. It wasn't until her dermatologist asked about her daily routine that Ruth realized she spent 2 hours each morning in a sun-drenched living room, the light pouring through unfiltered glass. Her skin was absorbing those rays, day after day, without any protection at all. Once she started using a broad-spectrum sunscreen every morning, indoors as well as out, she noticed the development of new spots slowed dramatically. This brings us to the most important part of the story: prevention. If you're reading this and feeling frustrated about the age spots that have already appeared, know that you're not alone. And if you're wondering whether it's too late to protect your skin, the answer is a resounding no. The steps you take today can help prevent new spots from forming, even if you're already seeing signs of past damage. Prevention isn't about undoing the joys of a well-lived life. It's about honoring yourself enough to care for your skin, no matter your age. So, what can you do right now? It starts with awareness. Paying attention to the times and places you're exposed to sunlight, even when you're indoors. Invest in a good broad-spectrum sunscreen with an SPF of at least 30 and make it part of your daily routine, just like brushing your teeth. Don't reserve sunscreen for trips to the beach or long days outdoors. Apply it every morning, especially to the parts of your body most exposed: your face, hands, arms, and neck. Reapply during the day if you're spending time in bright rooms or by windows. Consider the habits that might quietly increase your exposure. Do you enjoy sitting near a window with your morning coffee? Does your favorite armchair catch the afternoon sun? Simple changes, like moving your seat or drawing the curtains during peak sunlight hours, usually between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., can make a surprising difference over the years. Protective clothing is another powerful tool. Lightweight, long-sleeve shirts, wide-brimmed hats, and even UV protective gloves can help shield your skin during walks or while gardening. For many seniors, a favorite gardening hat becomes as much a symbol of self-care as it is a practical solution. Beyond sun protection, keeping your skin healthy and resilient is crucial. Well-hydrated skin is less likely to become damaged, so drink plenty of water and consider using gentle, nourishing moisturizers. Avoid harsh soaps or abrasive scrubs, which can strip your skin's natural barrier and make it more vulnerable to damage. And don't forget the importance of regular checkups with your dermatologist. Early detection of any unusual spots or changes can make all the difference. Prevention is not just about stopping new spots, but also about breaking the frustrating cycle of treating existing ones only to have more appear. Many people fall into a pattern of using lightening creams or home remedies on the spots they can see, while unknowingly continuing daily habits that cause new spots to form. Without changing those habits, any improvement is temporary, and disappointment quickly follows. By understanding the root causes of age spots, you can finally take charge of your skin's future. It's worth noting that age spots are not dangerous in and of themselves. They're a natural, visible marker of time spent under the sun. However, they can have a real impact on how we feel about ourselves. For some, they're simply another part of getting older. For others, they're an unwelcome reminder of the passage of time. Regardless of how you feel about them, the most important thing is to know that you have choices. You can choose to protect your skin from here forward, and you can choose how you care for and treat the spots that have already appeared. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Frank, a retired teacher in Texas, once shared that he used to feel self-conscious shaking hands or posing for family photos because the spots on the back of his hands stood out so much. After learning about the science behind age spots and making a few simple changes to his daily routine, like applying sunscreen every morning and covering up during his afternoon walks, he not only stopped new spots from forming but found that the ones he had seemed less noticeable over time. More importantly, he felt a renewed sense of confidence in his own skin, happy to reach for his granddaughter's hand without hesitation. There's a certain dignity in taking charge of our well-being, even in the small routines. The journey to healthier skin doesn't mean chasing after impossible youth. It means honoring the story your skin tells while giving it the care and protection it deserves. Every sunbeam, every outdoor adventure, every laugh shared on a park bench, they all leave their mark, and that's part of what makes life rich. But with a little knowledge and a lot of heart, you can continue to write new chapters, helping your skin look and feel its best at any age. So next time you notice a new spot, remember, it's never too late to start fresh. Small, consistent choices, sunscreen, sun protection, gentle care, add up over time, just as surely as every sunny day did. Your skin has served you well, and with a little extra attention, it can continue to glow for many more years to come. If you've ever held a bottle of castor oil in your hands, maybe wondering if the old remedies your mother or grandmother swore by could stand up to modern skincare science, you're not alone. Castor oil has been a household staple in American families for generations, used for everything from soothing aching joints to softening rough elbows. But it's only in recent years that researchers have begun to truly unlock the unique properties of castor oil, especially when it comes to helping seniors gently fade age spots and nurture their skin's resilience. What makes castor oil so special, especially compared to the countless other oils that line drugstore shelves? The answer, it turns out, lies deep in the very heart of the castor bean. Castor oil is composed of up to 90% of a rare fatty acid known as ricinoleic acid. This is not your average skin oil ingredient. Most oils, like olive, coconut, or almond oil, contain a mix of fatty acids that do a decent job moisturizing the skin, but ricinoleic acid stands apart because of its molecular structure and how it behaves in the body. Ricinoleic acid is an unusually large and complex molecule. Scientists at Harvard and leading dermatology institutes have discovered that this molecular design gives it two unique superpowers. First, it's exceptionally anti-inflammatory. It calms irritated, sensitive, or mature skin without leaving it feeling greasy or weighed down. Second, it acts as a kind of delivery driver, carrying nutrients and beneficial compounds deep beneath the skin's outermost layers, to where true healing and cellular change occur. It's almost as if the molecules of castor oil have a key that unlocks hidden doors within your skin, reaching places most creams and lotions simply cannot. Compare that to the oils you might find in your pantry or your typical moisturizer. Coconut and olive oils, for example, do a lovely job sitting on the skin's surface, forming a protective layer and keeping dryness at bay. However, their molecular structure is too large and uncooperative to penetrate very far. That's why so many over-the-counter age spot creams, can leave your skin feeling slick but don't do much to fade those stubborn spots. Ricinoleic acid, on the other hand, can penetrate up to 10 times deeper than these oils, according to the International Journal of Toxicology. That means it doesn't just sit on the surface. It travels into the skin's lower layers, where age spots form, and gets to work at the source. But castor oil's benefits don't stop at deep penetration. As it journeys through the layers of your skin, ricinoleic acid begins to work its magic on multiple levels. Its anti-inflammatory power soothes any irritation that might come from dry air, harsh weather, or even years of using strong soaps and detergents. For seniors, whose skin is naturally more fragile and prone to redness, this calming effect is like a gentle balm, comforting, non-irritating, and supportive of the skin's healing process. Another remarkable gift of castor oil is its ability to stimulate lymphatic drainage. The lymphatic system is like your body's internal cleaning service. When it's functioning well, toxins and waste are carried away from skin cells efficiently, making room for new, healthy cells to grow. As we age, this natural cleansing process slows down. The result? Skin that can look dull, tired, and more susceptible to developing pigmentation issues like age spots. Clinical studies have shown that regular, gentle massage with castor oil helps activate the lymphatic system, flushing out impurities and boosting the skin's vitality from within. And then there's the crucial process of cell turnover. Healthy, youthful skin relies on the constant renewal of cells. Old cells die off, new ones rise to the surface, and the skin maintains its tone, clarity, and softness. But for those over 60, this cycle can drag on for months rather than weeks, making it harder for the skin to shed spots and heal from daily damage. Ricinoleic acid is unique among natural oils in its ability to encourage faster, healthier cell turnover, giving your skin a chance to renew itself more regularly. Over time, this means that the dark, stubborn patches caused by years of sun exposure and aging gradually fade, replaced by fresher, more even-toned skin. However, not all castor oil is created equal, and this is a detail that can make all the difference. When you stroll down the pharmacy aisle or shop online, you'll see dozens of brands claiming their castor oil is pure or all-natural. The truth is that many of these products have been heavily processed using heat, harsh chemicals, or additives to improve shelf life or appearance. Unfortunately, these methods can destroy much of the precious ricinoleic acid and other therapeutic compounds that give castor oil its healing power. Even worse, chemically processed oils often leave behind residues, solvents, preservatives, or synthetic fragrances that can irritate senior skin, worsen age spots, or cause unexpected allergic reactions. For real results, it's essential to choose cold-pressed, additive-free castor oil. Cold pressing means the oil is extracted gently, without high heat or chemicals, preserving the full profile of beneficial fatty acids, vitamins, and minerals. Organic, hexane-free castor oil, certified by trustworthy sources, is even better, as it ensures you're getting a product as close to nature as possible, without contaminants. The difference is immediately noticeable. Cold-pressed castor oil is thicker, richer, and has a slightly nutty scent. It absorbs beautifully into the skin and leaves no trace of artificial additives. Janet, a retired nurse from Arizona, once spent months applying a common drugstore castor oil to the spots on her cheeks with little to show for her efforts. "I thought all castor oil was the same," she admitted. "But when I switched to a cold-pressed, organic brand, the difference was night and day. My skin was softer, less red, and within 2 weeks the spots started to fade for the first time." Storing your oil properly matters too. Exposure to heat and sunlight can break down those delicate fatty acids and reduce effectiveness. Keep your bottle in a cool, dark place, and replace it every 6 months to ensure the oil stays fresh and potent. But what happens if you use a cheap, low-quality, or chemically processed castor oil? For many seniors, the results are not just disappointing, they can be harmful. Some oils contain traces of hexane, a chemical solvent used during extraction that can cause skin irritation and allergic responses. Others are diluted with cheaper oils or loaded with preservatives to extend shelf life, reducing their effectiveness and sometimes even clogging pores or worsening pigmentation. Sensitive senior skin is especially vulnerable to these contaminants. Instead of healing, you might experience redness, itchiness, or outbreaks that make age spots look even more prominent. David, an Oregon grandfather, learned this the hard way. He'd been faithfully dabbing his drugstore castor oil onto his hands every night for months, but saw no change. And in fact, the skin around his spots sometimes felt irritated and dry. After a little research, he tried cold-pressed, organic castor oil, and within a month, not only did the irritation stop, but his hands began to look smoother and more even in tone. All of this leads to one simple truth. The quality of your castor oil directly determines your results. Investing in a pure, unrefined, cold-pressed oil is like giving your skin a powerful, natural medicine, while settling for a bargain bin brand is a bit like taking a placebo. Seniors deserve the best that nature and science can offer, especially when it comes to caring for the body's largest organ. With the right oil, you can harness all the gifts ricinoleic acid has to offer: deep healing, gentle anti-inflammation, and a path to more vibrant, even skin, all without resorting to harsh chemicals or costly procedures. It's a small, thoughtful change that honors your skin and your years, an act of self-care rooted in both tradition and the latest science. And as you massage that golden oil into your hands, face, or wherever you need a little extra care, you can trust that you're giving your skin exactly what it needs to look and feel its very best, no matter your age. There's a simple truth many people overlook in their journey to healthier, more radiant skin. What you do before you apply any treatment can be just as important as the treatment itself. After years of trying every cream, oil, and mask in the beauty aisle, countless seniors have found themselves disappointed, wondering why those stubborn age spots never truly fade, no matter how faithfully they follow directions on a bottle. What if the real difference between seeing real results and feeling let down comes down to how you prepare your skin before the very first drop of castor oil touches it? Think of your skin as a garden. If you try to plant seeds on dry, hard, or weedy soil, nothing much happens, no matter how wonderful the seeds themselves might be. But when you take a little time to gently loosen the soil, remove debris, and give it a bit of care, even the simplest seeds have a chance to thrive. The same holds for age spot treatments, especially for mature skin. Years of living, sun, wind, pollution, and just the slow, natural cycle of shedding skin cells can leave an invisible layer of barriers on your skin. This isn't just a surface problem. Dead skin, built-up oils, or traces from other creams and soaps can all block castor oil and its healing nutrients from reaching the deeper layers where age spots form. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. That's why gentle cleansing and light exfoliation matter so much, especially for those of us whose skin has grown a little thinner, drier, or more sensitive with age. Instead of scrubbing or using harsh exfoliants, start by washing the area you want to treat with mild, fragrance-free soap and lukewarm water. This step alone sweeps away much of the dust, oil, and invisible films that accumulate throughout the day. After rinsing, pat your skin completely dry. Never rub, which can irritate mature skin. Now, take a soft washcloth or a gentle exfoliating pad, nothing gritty or rough. Think of a baby's washcloth or a special pad for sensitive skin, and lightly massage the area for just a few seconds in small circles. You're not trying to sandpaper your skin smooth. You're simply loosening any stubborn dead cells clinging to the surface. This step, done patiently and kindly, helps reveal the fresher, more receptive skin underneath. But here's the real secret. Timing is everything. After you've finished cleansing and exfoliating, there's a special window of opportunity. Just about 10 to 15 minutes, when your skin is at its most open and ready to absorb what you give it. During this time, the natural oils and protective barriers that your skin works so hard to rebuild each day haven't fully returned. If you wait too long, those barriers close up again, blocking the healing benefits of your castor oil treatment. Apply your treatment within this golden window, and you maximize your chances of real, visible results. Of course, even the most diligent cleansing isn't the end of the story. In recent years, researchers and savvy grandmothers alike have discovered a natural trick that makes castor oil work up to 3 times better, especially for stubborn spots. Adding a tiny pinch of fine sea salt to your paste. It sounds almost too simple to be true, but here's why it works. Sea salt, harvested from mineral-rich ocean water, is packed with trace elements like magnesium, calcium, and potassium, all essential for skin health. But its real superpower lies in its ability to create microscopic openings, micropores, in the very top layer of your skin. Unlike harsh chemicals or abrasive scrubs, a tiny amount of fine sea salt gently, almost imperceptibly, helps castor oil slip past the outer barriers and travel deeper, right to the source of your age spots. It's like opening secret doors for healing nutrients to get where they're needed most. But be careful. Not all salt is created equal. Table salt, often loaded with additives and anti-caking agents, is too harsh and can even irritate or damage delicate skin. What you want is pure, fine-grained sea salt, the kind you'd use in a salt bath or find in the health food aisle. Just a pinch, about as much as you could pick up with 3 fingers, is all you need for a teaspoon of castor oil. Mixing your paste is a simple, almost meditative process. In a small bowl, blend 1 teaspoon of cold-pressed, organic castor oil with just a pinch of fine sea salt. The mixture should feel a little bit gritty, like a cream with the softest sand, but not rough or scratchy. Before using it widely, always test a dab on a small patch of skin, perhaps inside your wrist. Wait a few hours to make sure your skin doesn't react. Everyone's skin is different, and a little caution now can save you from discomfort later. Once you've confirmed it's safe, it's time to apply your castor oil paste. Start by warming the mixture slightly. Rub it gently between your palms, or let the bowl rest in warm water for a few minutes. This simple step helps open the pores and allows the oil to sink in even more readily. Think of it as giving your skin a warm hug. When you're ready, use your fingertips to apply the paste to your age spots in gentle, circular motions. Take your time. 60 to 90 seconds is perfect. This motion doesn't just help the oil absorb. It also stimulates blood flow and encourages your lymphatic system to carry away the old, pigmented cells that create dark spots in the first place. And here's another key detail. Don't rush the process. For the best results, leave the paste on overnight. Your skin repairs itself while you sleep, and giving the treatment time to work means you're supporting that natural healing. But no one wants to wake up with oil stains on their pillowcase. That's why a simple cotton glove, sock, or cloth placed over the treated area can be a game changer. It keeps the paste in place, helps maintain warmth, and ensures you wake up to clean sheets and happy skin. In the morning, rinse off any remaining oil gently with warm water. Pat your skin dry and take a moment to notice how it feels. Softer, smoother, and over the days and weeks, gradually clearer and more even-toned. It's worth repeating. Proper preparation is not an extra step. It's the secret sauce that makes every drop of castor oil count. Seniors who've tried this approach are often amazed by the difference such simple, gentle rituals can make. Carol, a retired teacher in Colorado, shared that she'd been faithfully applying castor oil to the backs of her hands for months with little to show for her efforts. It wasn't until she learned to gently cleanse, exfoliate, and add that pinch of sea salt that her skin truly began to change. Her hands looked brighter, the spots softer and less obvious, and best of all, she felt in control of her self-care once more. With a little patience and a lot of kindness, you can transform the way you care for your skin. These rituals are more than just routines. They're a way to honor your body's journey and give yourself the chance to thrive, spot by spot, night by night. If you ever doubted whether you could make a real difference with simple steps, let the gentle power of preparation and a touch of sea salt remind you of the healing that's always been within reach. Change, especially when it comes to your skin, is rarely instant. We live in a world of overnight shipping and one-click promises, but when it comes to healing the visible signs of a life well lived, like those persistent age spots, nature takes her time. It's easy to feel frustrated if, after a few days of faithfully applying your castor oil paste, you glance in the mirror and see what appears to be little or no difference. But if you look closer, and if you understand what's happening under the surface, you'll realize that true transformation is taking place, quietly and patiently. For most seniors, the first visible signs of improvement with this castor oil method may begin anywhere from 10 to 14 days after you start. That's about the point when the surface of your skin has been nourished and hydrated enough for the earliest changes to peek through. Some people notice a subtle softening of the edges of their age spots. Others may see that their skin looks just a little brighter and less blotchy overall. It's natural, of course, to hope for faster results, especially when you've committed to caring for your skin every night. But patience is more than a virtue here. It's a biological necessity. The reason: cell turnover slows significantly as we age. In our 20s, skin cells are like eager new graduates. They're produced quickly in the lower layers of your skin, make their way to the surface, and are replaced every 28 days or so. This means the skin you see in the mirror today is almost entirely new in less than a month. That's why younger skin often recovers so quickly from sunburns, blemishes, or scrapes. Once we reach our 60s and beyond, however, that process slows down dramatically. Your skin cells may take 60 to 84 days, sometimes nearly 3 months, to complete that same journey. During this time, your skin is still renewing, still working hard, but it does so in slow motion. The melanin clumps that create age spots can be deeply embedded in these older layers, and it simply takes time for the brighter, healthier skin you're nurturing to reach the surface. That's why, even if you don't see major fading after 2 weeks, you should not feel discouraged. Gradual fading is not just normal. It's a good sign. Your skin isn't being shocked or damaged by harsh chemicals or aggressive treatments. Instead, it's gently letting go of old, pigmented cells and bringing up new, more even-toned ones. You might notice, week by week, that your spots appear lighter, their edges softer, or their shapes less defined. For some, the change is more noticeable in overall texture. Skin that feels less rough, more supple, and simply healthier to the touch. There's a reason so many people give up on natural remedies just before the magic happens. We're trained to look for dramatic, overnight results, but the real story of healing happens in slow, steady chapters. Think of it like a photograph developing in an old darkroom. At first, you see only faint outlines, then shadows, and finally, the whole picture becomes clear. Your skin's transformation will follow a similar pattern. To help you see and celebrate these changes, consider tracking your progress with photos. Choose a spot with good, natural light, and take a close-up picture of your age spots before you begin your treatment. Then, once a week, snap another photo in the same spot, at the same time of day, if possible. This might feel a little silly at first, but you'll be amazed at how much more you can notice when you look back over several weeks. Subtle changes that are hard to spot day by day become obvious when you compare week 1 to week 4 or week 8. For many seniors, these photos are a source of encouragement, a reminder that, even when progress feels slow, it is still happening. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Remember, too, that consistency is far more important than perfection. Life is busy, routines get disrupted, and some nights you might simply forget to apply your castor oil paste. That's okay. Healing is not about never missing a step. It's about gently returning to your self-care whenever you can. The skin responds best to regular, loving attention, not guilt or pressure. If you miss a night or two, simply start again the next day. The results will come, not because you were perfect, but because you kept going. Frank, a 72-year-old grandfather from Michigan, once admitted that he nearly stopped using his castor oil paste after 3 weeks. I was checking the mirror every morning and thinking nothing was changing. My wife, bless her heart, kept saying she could see a difference. I didn't believe her until she showed me the photos we'd taken when I started. Sure enough, the spots on my hands were lighter, and my skin looked less rough. That was all the encouragement I needed to keep at it. Some spots will respond faster than others. Newer or more superficial age spots may fade within the first month, while older, deeper spots might take the full 6 to 8 weeks, or even longer, to show real improvement. Along the way, you might discover other benefits, too. Skin that feels less dry, looks brighter, or even seems to heal faster from minor scrapes or cuts. And if you ever feel frustrated, remind yourself that you're doing something powerful and loving for your body. This gentle, persistent attention to your skin is not just about appearances. It's about self-respect, self-care, and the dignity of choosing to nurture yourself at every age. In a world of quick fixes and flashy promises, there's quiet strength in the slow, steady progress you'll see with time and dedication. If you stick with your routine, cleansing, exfoliating, mixing your castor oil paste, applying it with care, and protecting your skin from the sun, you can expect to see the most dramatic changes between weeks 4 and 6. For some, these improvements continue as your skin's natural turnover completes another cycle, sometimes bringing even more clarity and radiance. Let every small improvement be a victory. Celebrate the first week you notice a spot has softened, or the day your skin feels more comfortable in your own hands. Share your progress with friends or loved ones if you wish. They may notice changes you haven't seen yet. And, most importantly, keep showing up for yourself. Because your skin, just like you, is worth every bit of gentle, patient care. So, as you look forward to clearer, more radiant skin, remember that you're not chasing perfection. You're honoring the wisdom and experience etched into every line and spot. And that, truly, is something to be proud of. As we come to the end of this journey together, I want to remind you how much power you hold in your own hands. Aging is a beautiful story written on your skin, but that doesn't mean you have to accept every mark without hope for change. The castor oil paste method, with its simple ingredients and gentle care, offers a real, natural way to fade those stubborn age spots and bring back the radiant skin you deserve. Remember, this isn't about rushing or chasing perfection. It's about patience, consistency, and loving yourself through every step. Many seniors just like you have found confidence and comfort in this approach, discovering that with time and care, their skin can glow with health again. Your journey may take weeks, but every small improvement is a victory worth celebrating. Keep nurturing your skin with kindness, protect it from the sun's rays, and trust the process. You deserve to look and feel your best, and to greet each day with confidence and grace. If this video has inspired you, please share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experience or any challenges you face. And if you know someone who could benefit from this natural method, share this video with them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay connected for more caring advice tailored just for you. Together, let's embrace aging with wisdom, beauty, and hope. Your best skin is still ahead.